If you are good at science, maybe you can get your own TV show like Pat Spain.
Yeah, he's the legend hunter. He travels the world seeking to find more about stories and places that are legendary.
Absolutely. I talked with him about his show on the Travel Channel and the new season.
Legend Hunter is an exploration of these kind of persistent myths and legends that you've probably heard about as a kid and maybe have in the back of your mind, but always had this question about, what are the true facts of the case? So we explore that from a scientific perspective and try to cut through to the facts and separate that from the myth. This is everything from true crime, like the Jack the Ripper case, all the way to cryptozoology, like a study of hidden animals, like a werewolf in Wisconsin.
So what happens? Like, what is the process like? You hear a myth. How do you debunk it or solve it?
I just approach it from a very open-minded skeptic's attitude. So I come in not discounting anything, looking at all of the possibilities, but then letting the facts lead me to where they may. So I try to not discount anything out of hand. Something that seems implausible, I try to just keep an open mind and say, in the case of a mysterious animal, well, people are seeing something, so let's try to get to the reality of it, rather than just discounting it.
And what is it? Has anything just blown your mind? Like, you're like, oh my gosh, I knew it, or I didn't think that would happen.
Absolutely. So in the Jack the Ripper episode, I truly believe that we cracked the case. I think we figured out who Jack the Ripper is, and that shocked me. I went into the investigation thinking we would be able to tell a great story and recreate, Jack-era London and show what it was like for the people living in the East End, but I didn't think we'd really be able to point to a suspect. And throughout the course of the investigation, we kept on uncovering new evidence that was pointing us towards one man. And amazingly, we really got enough documentation for me to comfortably say that I think we figured it out.
How cool. And what I love is that you are using, your education to debunk this stuff. I mean, you're really making science cool.
Thank you so much. That's always been my goal, is that I always want to get people as passionate and excited about this stuff as I am. This is something that I've been doing my whole life. I've been catching different animals and talking about them and trying to get people interested in wildlife and in just the mysterious aspects of our world, because it's an exciting place to be and an exciting time to live.
What would you say to the young viewers out there who are just starting to learn about, science and discovery?
So there is so much that we don't know. I think that in today's era, with the internet and the access to information that we have, it's wonderful. But we can be overwhelmed by thinking that we've already learned everything there is to know, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Anything that you're interested in, there's always more to discover about that, and there's always more research to be done. So just find something that you're really fascinated by and go for it.
I love it. Just go for it. Where can people catch the show and follow you?
Travel Channels, the Travel Channel, Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock. And they can find me on social media on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all the social media outlets.